Morning. It's early in the morning here, and we're doing a brisket today. So I did video. I'm trimming this and seasoning up this brisket. At least I thought I did, but when I checked my phone, the video actually didn't record. So anyway, here we are. Brisket is seasoned up, trimmed up. This is the fat that I've trimmed off of it. Just going to go in this pan. It's going to go in the smoker with the brisket, and the fat will render down and give us a nice golden beef tallow that we could use for flavorings or cookings. And actually sometimes I take it and even inject some back into the brisket to really give it some tender moist flavors. So I'm going to cook this on the Traeger pellet smoker today, so we're going to get that going shortly. And we'll probably cook this one 8 to 10 hours. It's not a big brisket. Got it at Costco. It's about 5 kilos, so on the smaller side, I would say. And 8 to 10 hours should cook this today, no problem. And at the end of but halfway through the cook, probably maybe 6 hours into the cook, we're going to take it off, wrap it in butcher paper, put it back on, finish the cook. Then when the cook is done, when we get it nice and tender, and usually the internal temperature up around 200 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to pull it and rest it in a cooler for a couple of hours before we take it out and cut it up for dinner. Okay, so let's get the smoker going. So here's the Traeger smoker pellet grill. Bought this about 3 years ago, and I've used it tons. Love it. Let's get the ignite button going here. And we're going to put this up to 275 degrees. And we'll cook on 275 most of the day. We'll let that preheat. Once it's heated up, we'll get the brisket on. Okay, the pellet grill is preheated. It's up to 275 degrees, so let's get this brisket on now. And here we have a probe for keeping track of the internal temperature. Let's put that in, and let's get these trimmings in to render. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wash my hands. So that'll probably be 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours before we're ready to wrap it and put it back on. The probe will keep track of the temperature of the grill, and the temperature of the probe are linked to an app on my phone, so I can keep track of the temperature of the meat from my phone, and I'll get notifications if I hit a temperature. I'm going to set a notification on my phone to get a notification when it hits internal temperature 165. Somewhere between 165 and 185 is usually when I take it off and wrap it. So I'll check it at 165 and see if it's ready. But that'll pretty much cook itself for most of the day. Also today, I'm going to get a fire going. And this afternoon, I'm going to cook a tomato soup on the outdoor fire. So we'll capture that today as well. Okay, the brisket's been going off for about 2.5 hours. So I'm just going to have a quick look. Starting to turn some color here. See, it's starting to get a little more golden color. That'll a couple more hours, 2 or 3 more hours. That'll start to turn darker. Nice dark bark on the outside of the brisket, and the fat there is only just starting to render now. So another couple of hours that'll be rendered out as well. So we'll check back again soon. Internal temperature is now 124. So like I said, another couple hours, get it up around 170 or so, and then we'll probably wrap it. See you soon. Welcome back again. Here are all the fixings for the tomato soup. So I'm just going to get this started now. Got the bases canned tomatoes, San Marzano tomatoes. You can do it with fresh, but really couldn't find any good, sweet, fresh tomatoes right now this time of year. So I went for the Costco canned San Marzano tomatoes. So let's get this going. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to open these tomatoes. I'm going to strain out the tomatoes from the juice actually, and take the tomatoes, put them in a pan with some garlic, olive oil, onion, uh, and put them in the barbecue here. I'm going to roast the tomatoes first, just for 20 minutes or so. Get them roasted. And then while it's roasting, I'll prepare everything else, get the fire going, get the pot ready. And then once they're finished roasting, everything in the pot over the fire. So let's get to it. Okay. Ideally, I would have had one large pan, but I didn't have any large pans left when I just checked. I only had the small ones. So I'm going to do 2 of these. That, half and half. Bit messy. Okay. Onion. Doesn't have to be cut fine or anything, just a little bit in each one. A little bit there. Okay. And some garlic. Lots of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 cloves. And that's the easiest way to peel garlic cloves. Just crush them. That, and then the peel comes right off. That's my little tiny one there. And now we'll just chop them up best we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Take a half for each one. Like this. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of sugar. Helps bring some sweetness to the soup. Ooh, so got the grill already preheated here. So on they go. That one, mess. Let's get that cleaned off. Let that go for 20 minutes or so. In the meantime, we'll go get a fire going. There we go. That should go shortly. Phew. There you go. The tomatoes are really roasting here. You can see them bubbling. I'm actually getting a little tiny bit of char on them, which is kind of what I'm looking for. I want to get that roasted tomato taste. Just a few more minutes, we'll pull them off and throw them in the pot and get the pot going over the fire. Okay, I've got my cast iron pot here. I am going to dice up just a half of an onion, pretty small. Get it in here. I've got olive oil in the pot already. So let's get a bit of onion in there and some carrot chopped up pretty small as well. Now, carrot's optional for your tomato soup. I find it's good. It helps with giving it a nice thick texture to the soup. But like I said, you can definitely do it without carrot, should you wish. Half an onion is enough. Get this in the pot, get it going over the fire, get the onions caramelized or crisped up or softened up a little bit, and the carrot softened up a bit. Then we'll put the tomato mixture in right after. There. Bit more salt and pepper. And a little bit of heat. It's not bad in tomato soup. I won't put a lot, but just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Don't want to put too much heat in there. And that's it for now, so let's get that on the fire. Okay. Yeah, they're softened up well enough now. I'm going to pull this off now and put the tomatoes in. Ooh. 1 and 2. There we go. Stir like that. And a bit of tomato paste. I don't have much left here, but whatever it is now. That's it. Make it work. Just like squeezing a toothpaste. Okay, let's stir that in. And that's looks pretty nice already. Now we'll put that back over the fire, and we're gonna just slow cook it over the fire for a couple of hours. Just a couple more ingredients to go in there. Some uh, fresh basil, and some thyme. I do have some chicken stock there in case it gets too thick. Water it down a bit with a bit of chicken stock. And we'll finish off at the end with some cream. Oh, and there's some bit of Parmesan cheese. I got to grate in there as well. But I'll do that in a bit. No rush. And as you can see, I got some more pallets yesterday at the hardware store. And I've also rounded up some wood that was just lying around the sides of the road that was cut down. So I'm hoping to get to that this afternoon as well. Try to fill up my wood supply a little bit. And shortly, I got to check on the brisket, see where that is. It's probably getting close and getting close to ready for wrap, I would say. So we might switch over to the brisket shortly. Okay, here are the remaining ingredients for the soup. So I'm gonna just prep this up and put it right in now shortly. Very nice fresh basil. Smells good. This adds lots of nice flavor. So we're gonna put it in, cut it up small and put it in now. Go along with the cook. And we will also garnish with a little bit of basil at the end as well when we put it in the bowl. Also, as a garnish, when we serve it, I'll have some bacon fried up a bit. Nice and crispy little pieces. Just a few little pieces of bacon on top. A little bit of basil. It's going to be good. And be careful not to cut your fingers. Doesn't have to be cut real fine, but helps with getting the flavor through. So it's prepped. Some fresh thyme as well. And some fresh Parmesan. Don't need a lot of this. Again, this will be used at the end as well for a bit of garnish at the end. Just a little bit on top of each bowl. It's good enough for now. Not too much. Don't want too much. So Parmesan, thyme, basil, and juice from one lemon are going in now. That's going to cook now for the rest of the afternoon. And it's really, I mean, the tomatoes are whole and everything here right now. And you could have a rustic, chunky tomato soup, but when it's almost done, I'm going to take it off and I'll puree it with the immersion blender, make it nice and creamy. Okay, a brisket. Internal temp is 176. Looks pretty good on the outside. Time to wrap. First things first. You see here, I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but that's the trimmings or the fat that came off of the brisket, and that's a bit of beef tallow there. So what I'm going to do first is draw a bit of that up into this. Just put a bit on our butcher paper, make it a little more workable. Okay, just like that. Now the brisket. There we go. See, the fat is starting to render right here. It's soft. But what we want is all that fat to render right down, get really, really soft. And a lot of it will actually just drain off, go in through the meat, and add lots of flavor. Okay, so I think I mentioned it earlier. Sometimes what I do, don't always do this, but heck, why not? Let's do it today. I will do this. Get some of that beef tallow. And put it back into the meat. Whew. Be careful. Squirt. This for now. And I'll put this back in. It'll render down some more. Now let's wrap this baby up. That. Actually, let's do it this way first. Let's come over here. Then we'll go over this way. Then we'll go this way. Try to get it as tight as we can. Like that. And over again. Back into the trigger. And we'll put the probe back in as well. Like that. Good. Should not have to touch it anymore for another 2 to 3 hours. We'll monitor the temperature though, and the tenderness. So I'll use a probe and I'll just poke it once in a while just to see if it's getting tender. What I'm really looking for is for that probe to go in like it's going through, like a hot knife through butter. When you're there, you're okay. Just checking back in on the brisket here now. We'll go in here, see what kind of temperature we got, what kind of resistance we got. So internal temperature, we're up around 200, close to it. Yeah, it's pretty tender. And let it go for maybe another 20 minutes max. We'll probably take it to 204. Once we hit 204, it's coming off. And like I mentioned earlier, it needs to rest. So I'm going to wrap it in a towel, put it in a cooler, and it'll sit there for a few hours until I'm ready to take it out and serve it. And that resting time really pulls all the juices back in, gets it even more tender. So let's go check on the soup. And to go with the soup, tomato soup, of course, you need grilled cheese sandwiches, right? So I'm just haven't used this cooktop in a while. So I just cleaned it up and I'm seasoning it again right now. And by seasoning, it just means some oil while it's hot. It's going right now on low temperature. So you spread a bit of vegetable oil and it creates a nice non-stick film on your cast iron top. There we go. That's the second coat actually I put on. That should do it. We're ready for grilled cheeses. Okay, so now we just pulled the tomato soup off the fire. I'm going to take the cover off. We're going to use the immersion blender, get in there and get all those tomatoes broken up, turn it into a creamy tomato soup. Let's get at it. There we go. Hopefully I don't make too big of a mess here. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, it might be a little bit thick, so I might thin that down with a bit of chicken broth and then the cream goes in after. But I'm going to top it up, get it cleaned up here a little bit, back on the fire, continue for another 20 minutes or so, and then I think we'll pull it. Should be good. Okay, just checking the brisket. We're at 204 on the temperature, and it is probe's going in like butter. So I'm going to take this off now and get it wrapped up. Ooh, here we go. You feel like really floppy and jiggly. So it means it's really, really tender right now. So, like I said, I like to wrap it in a towel. Not too far. Let's go. Wrap it nice and tight. Like this. Like that. Okay. From there, there we go. That's good. And like I said earlier, I like to wrap it minimum 1 hour. Longer is better. So we won't be eating this for a few hours yet. That's going to rest in here for about 3 hours. It'll stay really warm. The juices will reabsorb back into the brisket again. Should be good. Okay, I just took this off the fire now a couple of minutes ago. Put a little bit of cream. Not too much. See that going in? That's going to add nice thickness and flavor to the tomato soup. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, time for some grilled cheese sandwiches. We go with our tomato soup. Get some butter going. Come on now. One, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These here on this side have some caramelized onions. These do not. So keep them separated. That's all. And a little bit of extra cheese here. I might douse them at the end. We'll see. All right, that's good. And here we go, the finished mini grilled cheeses. Gonna go with tomato soup. Yum yum.
How long has the soup been on for?
Since noon, I think.
Yeah, I put it on at noon today. Yeah, so should be cooked.
You guys watch on.
Okay, just peel this brisket out of the cooler. Take it in now. Unwrap it. Cut it up.